Aeros, Whisper Ridge After the Pulse, Book 4, by Sean Liscom. Chapter 1, March 4th, 2028. I wiped a streak through the steam on the mirror with the side of my hand, the glass clearing just enough to show the man I barely recognized. The beard was half gone, packed down with the impatience of someone who couldn't stand the weight of it anymore. My jaw looked sharper, my eyes looked worse. The towel around my waist clung to my hips, damp and slipping, but I didn't bother fixing it. The room was warm from the shower, but my skin felt cold anyway. It had been 24 hours since we'd stood in the meeting hall and listened to Halsey tell us, in the flattest voice I'd ever heard from him, that we were alone. 24 hours since we'd agreed that the residents needed one last day before we dropped the truth on them. I picked up the straight razor, turned it in my fingers. The weight felt wrong, too light for what it represented, too sharp for hands that still shook when I wasn't paying attention. I dragged the blade through the shaving cream along my cheek. The sound was louder than it should have been. Scrape, rinse, scrape, like the room was amplifying every small thing. Elijah was gone. My brain kept circling that fact like it was trying to find a version of it that made sense. There wasn't one. He'd been a constant, gruff, stubborn, and steady in a way that made you forget he was mortal. And then he wasn't. We buried him yesterday afternoon. Fresh dirt, cold air, too many people trying not to cry. Nora standing straighter than she should have been, her grief tucked behind her ribs like she was afraid it would spill out and drown her. Her children and grandchildren surrounding her. Jalen staring at the ground like he was memorizing the shape of it. Tessa gripping my arm hard, trying to keep it together. I rinsed the razor again, watching the water swirl gray before clearing. We'd buried others, too. Too many. Always too many. But Elijah, losing him felt like someone had kicked a support beam out from under the whole damn community. Now we were supposed to stand in front of everyone tonight and pretend we had a plan. Another pass of the blade. Another strip of beard gone. My face looked raw, exposed, like someone who'd been scraped down to the essentials. We'd spent the evening taking inventory of food, fuel, medicine, tools, weapons, everything that mattered and everything that didn't, but might someday. The numbers weren't good. They weren't catastrophic either. They were survivable. Barely. If we were smart, if we were lucky, if we didn't make any more mistakes. I leaned closer to the mirror, shaving along my jawline. My hand steadied a little. Tonight, at 6, we'd tell them. All of it. No rescue. No outside world coming back any time soon. Half the garrison's gone. No real government, no cavalry. Just us, just Whisper Ridge. They'd look at us and expect answers, expect direction, expect hope. I wiped the mirror again, clearing the fog. My reflection stared back, half-shaved, tired, and older than I felt. "When the hell did you get so old?" I asked the man in the mirror. I set the razor down, braced my hands on the counter, and let the silence settle around me. We had a briefing to give, a community to steady, a future to build. And whether I felt ready or not, the clock was already running. You have been listening to an audiobook excerpt from Aeros, Whisper Ridge After the Pulse, Book 4, by Sean Liscom. Published by Creative Texts Publishers, LLC. All rights reserved. Visit our Creative Texts website at www.creativetexts.com to check out all of the other great authors and titles available from the Creative Texts catalog.